Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. So today I'm actually talking about Mayweather. How to be the Mayweather of your life, okay? Like own your life, like be undefeated in life. I went to watch the match with my sister. We went, I think it was last week. We went to the View Cinema in Stratford. If you're a Londoner, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they were streaming the match. So we went there. I think we were there at 2 and we left at 7. So it was like through the night. And I have never watched a boxing match before. But because this was like Mayweather's last match and there was just so much hype behind it, I thought, yeah, why not? Let's do this. So yeah, I saw the match and then I just came out so inspired. I was so inspired. I was thinking like, how can I be the Mayweather of myself? How can I be better than my competition, aka myself? My thing is, I want to beat my record of yesterday. I want to be better than the person I was yesterday. So how can I do that? What did I learn? I think the amazing things about watching celebrities and watching interviews and that is just trying to learn their mindset. Mindset is so important, and you can kind of imitate and learn a lot from watching someone. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do this video. I'm gonna do this video about how to be the Mayweather of your life. So without further ado, I've got a few like tips and things that I've learned on how you can take control of your life and how you can be the best and how you can be undefeated. I was so gassed, guys. I was so gassed. Me and my sister, like, we were like should have seen us. So sad. But yeah, how to be the best. Okay, so the first thing that came to my attention was the fact that during the first few rounds, Mayweather didn't really make too many moves. To me, it seemed like he was observing and learning about his opponent. Sometimes we tend to jump into things not knowing what we're getting ourselves into. So it was really interesting. And that is what I would put as number 1. Study and observe your field. Study and observe your opponent. Study and observe yourself. Look at weaknesses. Look at things that you can improve. It's just a way for you to learn and develop a plan and a strategy for winning. Take your time, like don't rush into things before you actually know what's going on. You need time to like feel out the situation and decide if it's something you want to go on with, and you decide if it's something that you want to pursue, and also it gives you time to figure out like which direction you should come in. You know what I'm saying? It's a good habit to observe your situation and also study things. Before you do business, obviously you would start a business plan and you would do your research about the sector that you're going into. So I guess it's something like that. It's just looking at what you are getting yourself into, scanning for opportunities, weaknesses, strengths, all of that stuff, and figuring out how you fit in. With observing and studying, you can develop a plan. So the second thing I would say was he had a plan. At the end of the match, he said that he had a plan and he stuck to it. So have a plan, have a strategy. You want to know what you are going to do to get what you want. I felt like Mayweather was so calm in the ring. Like he had a plan, he knew what he was doing, and there was nothing that was going to throw him off guard. But then McGregor, he was so full of energy and he was so like hype. He had a lot of adrenaline. That was really hard for McGregor to control, and eventually it's why he ran out of energy. Mayweather was like, nah, I'm good. Mayweather was good. He was like, okay, he's such a pro. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Having some type of framework is very important for you when it comes to trying to reach your end goal. You need to know how to navigate. You need to know how to get there. So he had a plan. The man had a plan and he stuck by it, and obviously it worked. Believe in yourself. Like, I used to feel like Mayweather was really bit arrogant, quite big-headed, but there's a thin line between arrogance and just like strong self-confidence, and you need to really believe in yourself. You need to be like, you need to believe you're the ish, like you are the best that ever did it and ever will do it. So believe in yourself, be confident, know what you're doing. Nobody can break you, nobody can make you. You decide who you are, all of that. The next thing I realized was that Mayweather is obviously really good at what he does. He's obviously put in the hours, he's put in the work, he was shooting in the gym, he knows what he's doing. So own your craft. Like, practice, practice, and practice. Make sure that you are the best. Make sure that there is nobody that can do what you do better than how you do. Own your craft. He is great because of experience, you know, and that is something that you can't cheat. You can't cheat experience, you can't cheat time. There is no way around it. You have to put in the work. Put in that work. So my favorite lesson of all of them, which is number 5, is how he worked smart. He worked smarter, and McGregor worked, well, he seemed to work harder. He knew what he was doing. He just had so much control. He had a plan. He was concrete. He literally didn't have a sweat on his brow until like the 7th or 8th round, and McGregor was kind of done around the 5th round. He knew how to work smart. You know, it wasn't something that he just created or developed in one day. Obviously it came with dedication and working and planning. Work smart. That's the difference between Mayweather and McGregor. One worked smarter and one worked harder during the match, that is. But working hard and working smart, they're different things, guys. Why is it that we all have the same amount of hours in the day, but some people achieve more than others? I mean, it's all about working smart. It's about prioritizing, making sure you do the most important things first, making sure that everything is completed, disciplining yourself. It's all about working smart. When people say, I don't sleep, team no sleep, I'm grinding out here, shooting in the gym. You being up all night does not work in your favor. And I know, because I used to do it all the time. In fact, I still kind of do it. It's a habit. But we're not talking about me, okay? Telling yourself that you're not going to sleep and you're going to work is not really working smart, because you are taking away from your own, you're taking away from your own self. Like, you need to sleep, okay? We all need 7 hours of sleep. Make sure that you prioritize your schedule. You know what you're doing in the day. Then you don't have to miss out on your sleep unless you really want to, okay? Have a great team. I noticed that he has like so many supporters. He has so much support. Make sure your team is the best team. Make sure you're surrounded by people that inspire you, motivate you, share your vision, and all want the same end result. An amazing team is definitely something that is important when it comes to life, achieving your goals, and obviously winning. Take failure on the chin like he did literally in that 2nd round. I think it was. It does seem like he had an easy ride, but we all know that Mayweather had to overcome adversity and obstacles earlier in his life. So take things on the chin and learn from your mistakes. Everything is a lesson unless you miss it. You cannot fail if you are learning. You can't. You just can't. Make sure that every failure is a lesson. It's just a stepping stone to something better. You are a winner. You can only win. You can only get better. You can only get bigger, okay? Learn from your mistakes and take things on the chin sometimes. There is a time for everything, so timing is important. Just note how at the beginning of the match he took it easy, he chilled, he had a plan, so he knew when it was time for him to pick up the pace and start being a bit more active, because he could see that his opponent was getting tired. And timing is important. Timing really is important. So take your time and know when it's time. Know when it's time to attack. Know when it's time to act, and know when it's time to chill. There is a time for everything. It's even in the Bible. Always ready, always hungry. Remember, he was actually going to retire after his 49th match, but he was like, you know what, let's do this. Always be ready for another challenge. Always be ready to be better than your last performance. Never back down from something that you feel might make you greater, might make you bigger, might make you happier. Not because of money, okay? Because of personal development. Be ready, be hungry. I loved that at the end of the match, he was really, really humble. He thanked his opponent. He thanked the people that came to watch. He thanked the supporters. He even thanked the supporters in Ireland. Like, he was humble, and I was surprised because I never really saw him that way. I always felt, like I said at the beginning, he was quite big-headed. It was really, really amazing that he was still grateful. Being grateful is literally the best thing that you can do. Appreciating what you have never can go out of style. So be appreciative and be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. So that is the end of my video. Thank you guys for watching. Come back next week for something more fun. I'm going to do a challenge, or I'm going to do a prank or something like that. So I'll see you next week.